Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I very frequently get asked questions very similar to this, and I thought I would ask the question and give you guys really a logical, unbiased answer regarding this question. And people always ask, hey, am I still natural? Am I a natty? Have I cashed in my natty card? If I put something into my body, whether it's a natural ingredient or a chemical made in a lab or anything else that isn't an exogenous hormone but boosts my body's production, stimulates my body to produce either more testosterone or more growth hormone, am I still natural? Well, let me ask you a question. If you fail a WADA drug test for any drug-tested sport in the world, if you fail a drug test by taking something that WADA says that you can't take in an amount that WADA says that you can't take, because caffeine being a kind of an exception there, is dose dependent, are you still natural? I'm going to say no. You knowingly took a performance-enhancing drug specifically for the purpose of gaining muscle or gaining performance. That's not natural. And here's the thing. You want to know if a substance actually legitimately boosts your body's production of these things? Check WADA's banned drug list. Every single substance on the face of the earth that has ever been proven in laboratory studies to boost your body's ability to make more of these things goes on the WADA's doping list. It goes on there. If it's not on there, then it's not been proven to work. Now, here's the kicker. People will say, well, I could go take this test booster and it's not on the list yet, so it might work, so I'm going to try it anyways. Well, here's how that's going to work. If you've taken anything in the past that's been added to that list, you're not natty either. It's real simple. So if some magical substance is found in swamp algae somewhere that causes your body to double the amount of testosterone it produces or triple it, and you take it, and it is actually proven to do so, there's a 100% chance it's going to go on that list. WADA's going to ban it. And when it does, you will have cashed in your natty card. You're not natty. People say, oh, well, so you're saying these test boosters are all on there? No, only the ones that work. Only the ones that work. And the ones you're buying over the counter don't work. D-aspartic acid doesn't work. Check the research yourself. If you look at all the compiled data, you will find the general consensus is it doesn't work. There was some flukes in testing that showed one or two tests in which it did, and the majority of studies show it doesn't. All right? So that's kind of the point. Now, you take stuff like HCG does do so. MK677 does boost HGH production. And HCG will boost testosterone production. They are on the banned drug list. It's pretty straightforward. Now, here's the other question I have for guys. I think you're asking the wrong question here. Question shouldn't be, am I still natty? Because the answer is obviously no. If you take any substance in your body that you're taking hoping it will boost your body's anabolic hormones, you're not natty. Even if it doesn't work, I'm going to say that you're not natty because you attempted to do something that wasn't natty. I'd say that's fair enough just to take you off the natty list. You're not natty, bro. If you've taken a test booster, even that doesn't work, you attempted to cash in your natty card. That means you don't want to be natural, so you're not really natural. Now, that being said, the real question you should be asked when you're talking about putting anything into your body is, what are the health risks and what are the legal risks of this? That should be your question. In other words, how much is this going to risk my health, and in what ways, and can I live with that risk? And what is my risk of getting into legal trouble for possessing or using this substance? I think those are the important questions you should be asking with any new thing that comes out, whether it's proven to work or not yet. You need to look at those questions. Because here's the thing. People are under some impression that they're not going to get side effects if they take something that boosts their testosterone. If you take something that triples your testosterone production, you are going to get 95% of the side effects as if you had just injected that much testosterone. Do you guys think that the reason you get side effects from testosterone and anabolic steroids is because they're exogenous? You think that's why you get side effects? I really hope people aren't that naive. Having ultra high testosterone levels has side effects in your body. And here's the thing. The only thing you're not going to necessarily get is a suppression of your body's natural production, and that's not even true. Sometimes things that boost your body's ability to produce it can, in theory, suppress your production also once you come off of it. So there's no guarantee of that. But here's what I mean. If you triple your body's testosterone levels, what do you think can happen? Does that extra testosterone just go straight to your muscle tissues and do nothing else? No. It gets converted to estrogen. It gets converted to DHT. In other words, you can get gyno. You could get bitch tits from a substance that boosts your testosterone production. All right, that's reality. It absolutely can happen, and it does happen. It does happen. HCG can boost your body's production of testosterone massively. It also causes gyno and bloating in a lot of people from the elevated estrogen that goes with it. You can also lose your hair. You can have loss of hair. You can have prostate enlargement. All of these things from your body overproducing testosterone the exact same way as if you were just putting test into your body, because testosterone has effects in the body, and not all of them are desirable. Some of them are bad. Same thing with something that produces HGH. Actually, even side effect wise, there's zero difference between something like MK677 and just using straight HGH. The reason people use the MK677 is that it's cheaper to manufacture and it's cheaper to purchase, and it's oftentimes more legally available. Okay, that's why people use it. It's not because it has less side effects or it's different. It's just that it can't be as strong because you're limited on how much of it will work. What people need to be looking at is, what are the health effects? Because here's the reality. One day, if Bear Shearing or Pfizer come up with a true SARM, that's 100% a pure SARM one day, because they are working on these things. If you had a substance that instead of raising testosterone had a binding purely and exclusively to bone tissue and to muscle tissue, it would be side effect free. And people say, how could that be? What do you mean? Because the side effects of these things come from the fact that they bind to your brain tissue, to your heart tissue, to your liver, to your testicles, to your prostate, to your scalp, to your skin. All right, that is why you have these side effects. Why do you think you get changes in your cholesterol levels for the negative? Why do you think heart hypertrophy happens? Why do you think it shuts down your body's production of testosterone? Right? Why do you think people get oily skin and acne? It's because this substance, testosterone, binds to all these tissues. That is where the side effects come. You don't get side effects because it binds to the muscle and bone. Those are generally purely positive with almost no side effects related there. It's the fact that it binds to other enzymes in the body and it binds to other tissue in the body that causes the undesirable side effects and everything else. And if a substance could be made, and they are working on it, that it would bind exclusively to those two types of tissues, the health risk would go away. You wouldn't have shutdown. You wouldn't, because there could be problems. Shutdown actually has its own set of problems related to estrogen and stuff could go too low. Libido could get messed up. I mean, there's problems there too with shutdown, but all the other stuff is a concern. Binding to the liver, binding to the heart, binding to the prostate. These are concerns. So what may happen one day when a pure SARM is developed by a pharmaceutical company, we'll be asking ourselves a different set of questions. Then we'll be asking, is it okay to be natty or not? Because right now the big concern is, number one, abuse of these drugs cause health risks, and number two, possession and use can cause legal risk. That's the concerns. That's the reason there is a big concern with people not being natty. That's why it's demonized. That's why there are problems with it. But we'll be asking a different set of questions as technology evolves. And, back to the other point, the questions we really should be asking are not, are you still natty or not? Because you aren't. The question you should be asking is, what sort of risks am I taking? What risks am I taking with this substance? Because again, if it boosts testosterone, it actually just boosts your body's production of testosterone. You're going to get all the same side effects Well, 95% of the side effects is if someone had just used a bunch of testosterone. It's not necessarily doing you any favors. It's not. And, unless you're okay with the cost versus the benefits. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.